Hey gang, Mark Sweeney here from Austin Dental Spa. If you've tuned in on Wednesdays to our Facebook Live page, you know a little bit about Wisdom Wednesday already. Every Wednesday we do a Facebook Live and we talk about topics that can make your life better, make your life easier, make you happier. We have a theme every month. This February it was Focus on February, which is why the goofy magnifying glass. And we spent the whole month focusing on different aspects of having a healthier life. Today is no different. This is the last Wednesday in February. It was kind of a short month, went by in a hurry. And we're going to talk about favorite topic of some of you out there, because I see the line at Starbucks every day when I'm leaving here, and usually when I get here in the mornings too, right across the parking lot, the Starbucks line is full. And so there are more people than just me in this world that enjoy a nice cup of coffee in the mornings. And if you're one of those people, this might be of interest to you, because this is very recent research that just came out, and I mean recent, like last month. It just was published in a journal from the University of Copenhagen in Belgium, and just last month. In the month of January. So it's interesting stuff, and it's about coffee, and we're going to get to it in a little bit, why you should maybe add a little bit of milk to your coffee. I need to back up a little bit. This study was actually done in correlation with the veterinary department, and they've done studies on animals so far, but not on human beings. So this is fresh off the presses. But there's a chemical in coffee and in multiple other things, red wine and beer actually included, called polyphenols. It's a chemical, and they've known for many years the food industry uses polyphenols to keep your food from spoiling prematurely, and so it helps keep the food tasting good and smelling okay. So polyphenols have been around for a long time, but it's just recently that they've discovered in this study in Copenhagen that if you combine polyphenols, which also are known as antioxidants, meaning they travel through your body and they knock off the free radicals that are given off as we age, as cells die, as you get inflammation in your body. And so antioxidants combine with the free radicals and neutralize them so that you're less likely to get cancer, to have serious inflammation issues. And so, like I said, polyphenols have been around for a long time, but this study combined polyphenols with proteins, and they found that it boosted the ability of both of those by almost double when exposed to immune cells like the T cells in our bodies, the white blood cells that attack infections and problems in your body, that it boosted almost by double the effect that these things had on those immune cells. So all they have to do now is transfer that study to animals and then to human beings, but the potential is exciting that they might be able to reduce inflammation with these naturally occurring chemicals. So why coffee and why milk? Well, they suspect or theorize that milk by itself has proteins in it. Coffee is loaded with polyphenols, just naturally occurring in the coffee bean. And so if you have coffee and you boost it with a little dash of milk, you're getting the mixture of proteins and polyphenols. And they think that that has something to do with anti-inflammation. We already know, 30, 40 years ago, coffee was considered harmful to you, and it actually made a list for a while on the FDA of potential carcinogenic substances, and they found out that's not necessarily true. The research that was on that was flawed. Now there are a lot of people talking about the beneficial effects of coffee, and it really doesn't have anything to do with the caffeine in it, because it worked on people that were drinking decaf coffee as well. But these are just a few things on the list that coffee can affect. Parkinson's disease, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, prostate cancer, melanoma, depression and suicide, cirrhosis of the liver, and liver cancer. Those are just a small list of things that a little bit of coffee, like 2 to 3 cups a day at maximum, can be beneficial. Like I said, it's the polyphenols in the coffee, and coffee is loaded with that. There's a study that is in the Annals of Internal Medicine, which is an American magazine. They said, actually, the United Kingdom. They studied 170,000 people between the ages of 37 and 73, and they followed them for an average of 7 years, and found that their mortality rate, the only thing that they all had in common is they were all coffee drinkers. And the people who were coffee drinkers had a lower mortality rate than a slice of the population in general. So, and they corrected this study for things like smoking, for high blood pressure. They removed those people on both sides of the study, coffee drinkers and non-coffee drinkers. There are several other studies that involved thousands of people and went on for like 20 or 30 years. One in 2015 in the journal called Circulation tracked more than 200,000 participants for 30 years. And those who drank 3 to 5 cups maximum were 15% less likely to die from all causes of mortality, including cardiovascular disease, Parkinson's disease, and suicide. So obviously there's something in coffee that boosts your system and potentially can make you healthier. Now, it doesn't do much for your breath, but that's a fixable problem. So anyway, if you're a coffee drinker, I thought you might be interested in that. And if you're not a coffee drinker, you might start with one. You can even do the decaf, because they've already shown in this. Now, the caffeine is a whole different subject. That's a stimulant, wakes you up. It's been known about coffee for a long time that the caffeinated coffee, we used to drink it all night long when we were cramming for exams in college and dental school, and it definitely had that effect. But this is, aside from caffeine, this is talking about the other chemicals in a naturally occurring coffee bean. So that's my spiel for the week. I always give a health tip, and since I'm going to a concert tonight, Journey is playing at the new Moody Center here. We did a little research on music and how music can help you. And supposedly the right kind of music can actually give your brain a workout just like you would work out your body in the gym. So research has shown that listening to music can reduce anxiety, blood pressure, and pain, as well as improve sleep quality, mental alertness, and memory. So I'm going to Journey to get healthier tonight. So y'all have a good week, and I'll see you again for another Wisdom Wednesday next week, which will be the first Wednesday in March, and I'll introduce our theme for that month. See you soon.